cut off. That's a big deal. Well, once you get my support to get you to that next level, will you then turn on me? Will you then get other people to turn on me? Will you then abuse me? That's part of this. So when we're talking about people who are being targeted, and I'm going to take this to the, it's easy for me to look at it from my perspective, which is that if I'm working hard for somebody, will that person turn on me? So I have, in order for me to support you, and they keep referring to this because I think they get it, but they don't want to accept it. In order for me to support you, I have to know that I'm pouring my energy and time into someone who I can trust, who likes me as me. So just in case after pouring my time and energy in you, we still don't do well, are you going to look at me and blame me? Are you going to say, well, you didn't, like they said, you didn't work hard enough, as opposed to saying, I know you gave it 100% because that's who you are. They're saying it in their own little kind of weird way without really absorbing it and accepting it. And I know there are a lot of people out there who understand this because we've all been in this place where we've seen somebody who has the potential to do something big, and we said, I'm supporting that. So they said, well, why do I support certain musicians or go to certain things? Because of that. If you see the great in someone, and some people, it's obvious, you support it. It's talent. It's a gift. Why wouldn't you support it? But you also want to make sure you're supporting somebody who won't turn out to be a nut or hurt people or harmful. And that's in general this issue. Are you supporting people who, once they get to that level, will appreciate their fans, will stick to certain values? They were saying in my videos, I've been talking about being a Democrat. That's a big issue. So I'm talking about this in terms of the whole issue. As a Democrat, I want to support a candidate who I feel will keep true to the United States, to democratic values of freedom, of taking care of the most vulnerable people. I don't want somebody who will abuse that and use a position to hurt as opposed to help. It goes back to this whole issue. So as a Democrat, as I'm looking at what's going on throughout the world, of course, I'm going to disagree with anything that hurts vulnerable people, anything that stops democracy, especially anything that stops democracy. If we're looking at a choice between supporting an issue that says we're going to take away freedoms, we're going to take things away as opposed to give and to support, then I will go against those issues. I want to be for something, not against something. But yes, I am against things that take things away, which is why I support Ukraine, which is why I support creating a Palestinian nation, not just a part of something, a nation of Palestine. It's the Holy Land. So when they're talking about God, where else would God reside? In a holy land. And to see a holy land being destroyed, kids in a war, kids of war. And I'm going to title this video, Kids of War. It's wrong. And I can say that. They say, well, don't you fear people hearing it? No. If I could, I would fly it across the sky. It's not just in Palestine. It's not just in Ukraine. It's throughout this world. Even the migrants are kids of war. These are street wars, gun wars, drug wars. However, I don't support gang stalkers because gang stalkers create kids of war. They don't want to accept that. They don't want to accept the truth that kids of war aren't just these types of military war. It's drug war.